We decided to casually stroll out on top of a lake today.
Yeah, it's 42 degrees today here in Brainerd. Oh man,
It's really slick. 42 degrees and we're walking on a lake. It looks like we've come to a spot that's a little bit choppy here, so I'm going to give Samson back to Anna and I'm going to go for an adventure. Action. All right, so we have not been doing well at filming things over the last week or so. With Anna now very pregnant, she cannot move very well to get things set up the way they need to be. And quite frankly, the last week we've been working on projects just so quickly that I don't take the time to set up the camera either. And it was kind of a close proximity, so it was hard to set up the camera. So rather than show you the project specifically that we've been working on, we would decide to do a recap of the entire 2024 year, you know, what has happened, and then more so what we did with the house already. So, you want to start with your favorite project?
The nursery?
Was that your favorite?
Yeah.
Let's start with the nursery.
So, as you saw in videos, the carpet needed to be ripped up. The nursery floor actually needed to be raised and leveled. A new carpet was put down. That entire room was painted, trim was done, light fixtures, electrical, everything in that space was completely redone. And now it's decorated and we put together the whole nursery. So
we started that project almost immediately after we moved in. We had to get carpet out before we even moved anything into the house. So we ripped carpet out and we had 4 days then I had 4 days to raise the floor and get it ready for new carpet to come in. I think it took maybe about a month or two to actually get it completely done. We had to even rip down some of the trim because they didn't put trim up around the window. They just put pieces of wood. So I had to sand those down and make them actually look like pieces of trim. So yeah, that was a big project. Not only did we do the nursery, but we've also done the living room and entryway. It's kind of one project. That was the last thing you guys saw. Took us a while to pick the paint colors we wanted. And there was a lot involved with these rooms as well. We had to fix electrical here too. The electrical in this house was just an absolute disaster. In fact, most of our outlets were reading reversed. I had to fix that in the panel itself, so I learned how to do that. That was great. But the goal is now trying to go through our inspection sheet and almost fix everything that was wrong in the inspection, get it fixed. So if we ever sell the house in the future, it's all done and ready to go. So every time we go through a room, electrical needs to be done. There was vents in here that were actually installed before baseboards were, and they didn't put baseboard vents in. So we kind of went through and put baseboard vents back in, and that meant kind of moving the duct around just a little bit, which you guys saw the whole fiasco with that. So we had to get the baseboard vents in. So each room is more than just throwing paint on the wall or the trim. It takes a lot of work to actually get the walls ready for paint the texture. The texture in this house is absolutely horrible. So that was that October's project? That was October's project.
This room?
Or no, that was November.
That was
That was this month. Okay, you guys just saw that.
Yep. The entire outside needed to be trimmed up. I called it our personal jungle in the back. So that was October's project, to get that completely cleaned out, things ripped out, make the rest of our yard be seen. Right when we moved in, Matt also trimmed a bunch of trees outside that were like dangling down low, and so all outside is cleaned up and ready for spring. So hopefully we can start a garden first thing once it gets warm enough. Not right now, it's really cold.
Also, part of the jungle was ripping out the old fountain flower bed concrete thing they had back there. So I think you saw in a couple videos back where we took sledgehammers and pickaxes and dug that hole out. Thank you for the help from family to get that done. And then there was also a pipe down below. I think it was an old clothesline that needed to be shaved out. So we took the grinder, dug down, and cut that out of the way. So no risk of our daughter falling onto it. And then also up on the roof, we noticed in the inspection that our vent pipe for the plumbing was too long. So I climbed up on the roof here before we got the snow and cut that off as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what else have we been up to? Oh, we purchased window treatments for the living room and dining room. These windows are huge, which is great, but at night everyone can see in. And so the ones for these windows are coming. The ones for the sliding doors we just bought today and Matt installed. So
yeah, and special thank you to the generosity of our church, and especially the deacons at our church, for giving us a nice Christmas bonus to be able to cover that. Because these windows are so big, they're more than just run to Home Depot and grab what's on the shelf. We had to custom order the ones for the big windows here. The other one, the sliding glass door, that one we did buy at Home Depot, but we had to kind of build it ourselves because it came in little packets, not so much a whole kit. So the window treatment's been extensive, but again, special thanks to the people at Heritage for giving us a bonus to be able to cover that sort of thing.
Yes.
That's really going to be nice to add some privacy to these rooms.
yes, because as soon as it gets dark, you can see straight into the house, which once the baby's here, I'm not really going to care for people to see us in our sleepy state.
So we've also done just a lot of little random things that need to be done. When we first moved in, the bathroom door didn't close. So that was one of the first things we had to do. We actually had to cut the whole door out of its frame and re-level the whole thing, recut the door, and reinstall it all so the door would actually close properly. There was multiple cabinets actually falling off their hinges because they weren't screwed in properly, so those need to be fixed. The faucet in the bathroom was loose. The dishwasher was not installed correctly. So all of that has been just cleaned up and fixed altogether.
Yeah, and I decorated for Christmas, which was fun.
But before that, we did closets as well.
Oh, yes.
So there's nothing in the closets, literally just an empty room. So they were repainted. We had new shelves built and installed for those. I'm trying to see what else is on our list. The new furnace is awesome. Mm-hmm. Had that done in October. That was an expensive project that we didn't really know needed to be done. But we are so glad we had the furnace replaced already.
Because it got up to a whopping 10 degrees here today.
Yeah, it was quite warm, 10 degrees. Woo.
So having a furnace that works is a huge blessing.
And then I think the last big thing that we actually did was add a lot of storage space to the garage as well. We built the lawn tool organizer to hang things up. We bought some cabinets from Habitat to store bike gear in and my tools in. Built bike racks, shelving, all that sort of stuff went into the garage. That way we actually can get it up off the floor and get that place cleaned up as well. So we've done a lot of stuff in this house. Mm-hmm. I mean, the carpet, the furnace, if you count all the painting that we've done so far, those are the big projects, and they were not cheap. Let's put it like that. Window treatment, it's not cheap. So we've spent a lot this year that we really probably shouldn't have done just yet, but we really wanted to make this house feel like home, and we are so much more comfortable here than we have been in the past. So it's finally starting to feel like it's ours. However, that means that next year, starting January of 2025, all the house projects kind of come to a halt.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working on the kitchen here slowly, maybe even the master bedroom and bathroom. Those are the last three rooms that need to be painted and cleaned up. I may work on them very, very slowly, but the reality is we don't have the extra money now that we can just throw to get this stuff done. So it's not going to be $200 on paint every week. It's going to be, we may have $50 extra every week that we could put towards the house. But our focus with our daughter coming is now focused on getting the debt paid off. We have $34,000 left, $34,200 left is what we have as of now at the end of November 2024. Our goal is by the end of 2025, so January of 2026, we are completely debt free. So $34,000 in 1 year is not a small goal. It's going to take a lot of prayer and a lot of blessings to be able to accomplish that, but that's what we're turning our focus to now. So the house needs to stop. However, we still have a lot of projects that we want to get done. So like I said, the master and the kitchen, we want to get those repainted.
We want to get security cameras outside for safety reasons, obviously. And then outside lighting along with that, because it's pretty dark around the house at night.
There's zero lighting, especially on these back doors back here. So that's a little bit concerning. We would like to have a little bit more security than that. There's a closet in the master that we want to build a false floor in and actually make that space usable. Right now, it just kind of goes down into our partial basement. So we still need access to that, but we don't need full-time access. So I plan to build like a trapdoor floor over it that we can actually make that a closet. We also want to do some like really big projects on the house. And this is something that has to wait till we're out of debt. But we want to get new siding on the house. I mean, right now we have this weird plastered stucco kind of stuff.
It does not look good.
it makes your house look very, very old. So
dirty.
And dirty. It collects cobwebs like crazy.
Yeah.
So we would love to be able to have that ripped off and get new vinyl siding up on the house. We know that there's a lot of issues with our roof per the inspection we had done. None of it is catastrophic. However, there are minor problems that we want to get fixed. We're missing some shingles that are exposing nails. There's a rubber boot that has basically just deteriorated away, so there's potential for leaks there. The siding that's currently up there is touching the roof, which is apparently not good. There's just all sorts of little stuff like that that really should get fixed. So we would love to get a new roof on this, but there's major projects like that, and some of them, they can't be tackled until we are debt-free. Yeah. So that is the goal for 2025, and that's basically everything we've done in 2024.
Yeah.
We do want to say thank you to all of you for your love and support through this adventure. We've had a very busy but a very good year. We've moved cross country. We both have dream jobs right now and are loving the roles that we're in. Now expecting our daughter, like, it has just been such a better year than 2023.
So much better.
And we praise God for it. And we, again, just thank you all for your love and support through this. And we'll try to keep up with you guys next year. We're not stopping the videos.
No.
It's just the projects of the house are going to be a little bit fewer and far between.
Hopefully our next video is of her being welcomed in the world.
Yeah, you guys are going to get to come along with us. Anytime I can remember to pull the camera out, I'm going to try and give you guys updates on what's going on as we go to the hospital and everything. We do have the car seat loaded up in the car and ready to go.
Not just the base, but the actual car seat.
Everything that baby needs is in the car. We have the mirror, we have the visor, we have the car seat, we have some mat to protect the seat, we have the base. Like, everything that baby needs in the car is in the car. We do have the diaper bag packed and ready to go. We have the hospital bag packed and ready to go. We just filled out a form with all of the birth certificate information on it.
That was scary.
It was daunting because you don't want to spell something wrong or write illegibly, so it looks different.
Yeah.
So that was kind of nerve-wracking.
Just feel taking our time. It took me 2 days to fill out my portion just because I wanted to make sure it was right.
It took me like 5 minutes, but still I wanted to make sure it was right. But either way, hopefully the next video you guys get to see is this little one coming. I don't know, you may see my birthday. We get to go play around for my birthday. I don't know what we're going to do yet. It's Brainerd, so we don't have our usual stuff, but we'll figure something out.
We'll see.
Well, thanks to the generosity of someone and the Christmas gift they gave us, we're going to continue our window treatment and install one in the nursery now because it's quite bright in here with the street lights at night. So, to help baby sleep better once she gets in here, we're going to install the same thing we put in the guest room. Really nice shades from Home Depot. We like them. I like to use painter's tape so I don't mess up my nice paint job on the trim. So these shades are a lot more professional than the ones we just installed in the nursery. Those we just picked up at Home Depot. Even though we bought these from Home Depot, we custom ordered them to fit this massive window and this one here, and these have the pull string on them and everything. So, and apparently when you buy fancy shades, they don't come with instructions. So we're gonna figure out how to install all this.
I'm going to put my boots on. And Samson and I are going to curb walk just the premise of our yard. So if I fall, you can see me.
Okay. Please try not to fall.
I'll try not to fall.
I'd really rather you not fall. That would be bad.
We made it for 10 minutes. That was my goal.
Your goal was 10 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, shall we see if this works?
Yeah.
So, I see now. I'm probably nervous. We want outside mount with a bracket. That's what we want, right? I think so. Okay, so it says it was provided, but I don't see it.
Is it still in the box?
It may be. Can you look just kind of around there and see if you see a small screw? Oh, never mind. It's here. It's here. Okay. In this little package here. I didn't realize it. What do you think here, Anna? You want it all the way flush on the inside here? I feel like that'd be kind of difficult to grab, so I was gonna pull it out a little bit.
Sorry, Simpson. Flush looks better. However,
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about functionality.
yeah, I think if it's here, it'll be okay. What is your other thought?
About there.
That would probably be okay. It's a little twisted, it looks like.
Hey, don't pull it because it's locked down here. So.
That's really so nice.
Uh-oh. Oh, there. Okay. I was like,
It's just the one side that moves.
what?
It's just this one.
No, they both
Oh.
move. I think for functionality's sake, because that would be looping over this.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think for functionality's sake, we're gonna pull it out that halfway. Okay, that's what I need. Oh, that's awesome! We have privacy! Now we can do things on the couch. Anyway, thank you guys. We love you, and we'll catch you next time.